What's up, you guys? It's Matt here. So I wanted to talk about something that I get questioned on a lot. Literally every single time I make a video, at least once a week, somebody asks me, how many cards do you have? And I always tell them how many cards I have, and sometimes it's not accurate because I actually haven't counted. I know it's just over, 10. But I tell them how many cards I have, and they're like, why do you have that many cards? People in person, they're like, why do you have that many cards? And I wanted to do a video on it, basically explaining why I have so many credit cards. But before I start, make sure you hit the like button on this video. Also hit the subscribe button for more videos just like this one. Hit the bell notification to always get notified when I post a video. I also do a giveaway every single week. If you want to know about that giveaway, stick around to the end of the video and you'll hear all about it. Remember that I do a podcast, and I know this is a lot. I do a podcast. Make sure you check out the Clips channel. Subscribe to that Clips channel. Let me know what you think of the full podcast of each individual clip. Let me know. Comment on that. It really helps us out. I appreciate that so much. But let's go ahead and get into this video. So this is something that I actually see out there. There's videos where people made why I have so many cards. There are people that basically explain, why they have this card versus this card. There are people that lay out the amount of cards that they have, whether they're canceled or open. They have the amount of cards that they have. It's more of like a collector's item. I think of them as like baseball cards when it comes to a point because I really like collecting different credit cards, but then also being able to gain the value from those credit cards. That's the huge part of having multiple credit cards. And there's a lot that goes into it. It's not just something as simple as having the credit cards because you want the credit cards. There's a lot that goes into it, and there's a big reason why I have so many credit cards. So what I wanted to do first, before we get into, the breakdown of why I have so many credit cards, is to tell you exactly how many credit cards I have. So I want to go in here and count this for the first time, and I'll make sure I have this in the title of the video, but I want to count this for the first time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So that's 15 in this credit card organizer. Link will be in the description. And let's count how many I have in my wallet. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 15 plus 6, I have 21 cards. Why do I have 21 cards in my wallet? Well, the reason why I have 21 cards in my wallet, there are many reasons, and I'll get into them now. So the funny thing is, these are not the only credit cards that I have. My wife has credit cards, and I'm an authorized user on there, which the balance gets, put under my name as well. So that's just something that I look into, and I would like to be able to basically say, what my wife has in her wallet, because she has different credit cards than I have, more store cards than anything. But I'm more of the regular card user, not a store card. So let's go ahead and get into why I have so many cards, and you can be the judge on, if it's valid, and also if you feel as though you may need other cards because of some of these reasons. I'm glad that I helped you out, and if I did help you out, make sure you hit the like button. So the first reason is a huge reason, and that's because I get rewards on every single purchase. And that's the point, is to have a full list of your bills and things that you spend money on, miscellaneous items, whatever, and be able to gain value out of those things. That's what I like to do, is to be able to gain value out of all of my purchases. And if I have something as little as, getting gas, I would like to be able to get, 2, 3, 4 times back on gas. If I have something like groceries, I would like to be able to get 4 times back on groceries. If I have, something else, I would like to be able to get 6 times or 7 or whatever, hotel stays, 12 times back. I would like to be able to get as much rewards back as possible, because when you look at it from a like business and financial perspective, really, you're looking at saving money. And how much can you save out of the, $2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, $8,000 that you spend per month on bills? I didn't know when I was going to stop there. I could have stopped at 10, but you want to be able to save as much money as possible. So if you have $1,000 that you spend in bills, you want to save 1%. You want to save 10%. However much you can save, you want to be able to save it. And this is the thing. When you have one credit card, they're not going to give you cash back on every single little thing unless you have the Citi Double Cashback card, which will give you 2%. on everything that you spend money on, as long as you can use a credit card. Just not cash advances. But those types of cards are huge to be able to gain 2%, but it doesn't just stop there. You're probably asking yourself, why don't you just take a card and get 2% back on everything if that's the case? That's not what I want. So if I just get 2% on $1,000, I'm not going to get back the max that I can get. But if I get, a total or an average of 3 to 4%, I'm getting a little bit more back. So that's the thing, is when you have other things that you have bills for, like supermarkets, you can get 4 times instead of getting 2 times. So that's what I like to do: get rewards, save money. It's a huge piece of having multiple credit cards. So another reason that I have so many cards in my wallet is because of bonus money. And this is something that I was really interested in the beginning with churning credit cards. I don't really churn credit cards as much now. Obviously, I still like to get bonuses on my credit cards, but you can get bonuses and you can basically pocket that extra money. It's free money. It's different than just getting rewards back. So with rewards, you can get 2%, but here you can get like 10 or 25%. You can get a huge amount of value for how much you spend. So let's say I have the Quicksilver card. I can spend, $1,000. I think it's $1,000. It might be $500. You spend a certain amount of money and you get $150 back. So that's what you can do. Like even with the Chase Sapphire Reserve, you can get 50,000 points for spending $4,000 in your first 3 months. So if you have bills you need to spend money on, then you spend money and you get a huge discount back. If you wanted to, buy something that you really wanted to buy and you already had the money earmarked, then you can, basically save $500 there. So that's a huge piece, and that's why I love to do it. I love to get bonus money. I love to be able to travel for free. I love to be able to, pay off my statement balance and buy things that I want and get a huge discount from it. So that's something that I really like to do, is get bonus money. And a lot of people did it for bonus money as well. When you have huge sign-up bonuses, a lot of people mention it and say they have 100,000 point sign-up bonus. It's worth $1,000. Go out and get this card. And then they'll go and get the card. You get $1,000 worth of value as long as everything fits well. And, you'll be off to the races. Another thing that you get is free stuff. So things like hotel stay, like free breakfast, etc. You have so many different things that you can get, with different cards. And especially with the hotel cards, where you get free night stay that can be worth $200, $300. Also free breakfast that could be worth, $20, $30, however much it's worth. Upgrades. You can get free things. So getting all this free stuff makes me want to have more cards that give me more free stuff. If I can't break that down anymore and that doesn't give you a reason to get cards, then I don't know what to say. But there are some people out there that do it the wrong way, and I don't want to get into a whole conversation over getting into debt, but you don't just take the minimum spend and spend as much as you can in places that you don't need to spend money at. It's always supposed to be in normal spending categories. And the next thing is something that's really important. I think this is probably the most important here, and that's to keep your credit score up. So as you start to move forward in life, you start to spend more money. And if you want to gain more rewards, you need to open more cards. And the reason why you need to open more cards is because as soon as you get to a point to where you have $1,000 of a limit and you're spending $1,000 on your bills, you're maxing out that card every single month, and it looks horrible for a long period of time until you pay it off. So what's the best way of doing this? Opening more cards and getting more of a credit line. So my credit line, I believe, like my total credit line has to be above $100,000. So if it's above $100,000 in a credit line, then that means whatever I spend per month would be just a fraction of that. It would be like 5% or 4% or whatever that is. And that's what I like to have, is to be able to have that credit utilization under 30%. Also, it improves your credit because of the number of accounts. That's one portion of your credit. Your credit score will tell you you need a certain amount of accounts open at a certain period of time, or at basically your whole entire time of having credit. You need to have a certain amount of accounts open and closed at points, but you need to have a certain amount of accounts. So I have basically 21 accounts that are open for credit cards alone, plus my student loans, plus all of these things. If you have over 22 accounts total, whether it's their loans, their their credit cards, their car loans, personal loans, student loans, whatever they are. If you have 22 accounts open, that's considered in the good. So the more accounts you have open, the better. The only thing is there's a huge flaw with having a lot of accounts open, but I don't really need to get into that now. And the last one is kind of obvious, and that's the review cards. I don't really feel right reviewing cards that I don't have, that I haven't used, that I can't say, I've used and personally don't like or like. But sometimes I review cards because I don't have all of these cards, like the Chase Sapphire Reserve, Chase Sapphire Preferred, the Chase Freedom Unlimited card, a lot of Chase cards. I don't have a lot of US Bank cards. I don't have a lot of cards out there, but I do have a ton of cards that are out there, 21 cards that are out there, including like a couple store cards. So if I have all of these cards, I feel right reviewing them. But if I don't have the cards, then it's really just going off of what I see through paper. And I don't feel right giving a full review if I haven't used the card. But, I like the fact that I have these cards and I can be able to review them and say, look, I love this card. This is why I have this card. This is why I'm going to cancel this card, which I never do. But eventually I'll get to those videos why I'm canceling certain cards. But 21 accounts, 21 cards, that's amazing. So this is the whole breakdown why I have these cards. I mean, for people that have one card and have a high credit line, it may work for them, but you're not going to get all of your categories filled when it comes to the amount you get back. And that's something that I really like to do. Not only do I like to just get a bunch of rewards back, I also like to be able to have my credit score high. I like to be able to do a lot of things with these credit cards, and it gives me a ton of value. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you hit the like button. It helps me out so much. Also hit the subscribe button for more videos just like this one. And I do a giveaway every single week. I give away 2 Amazon gift cards at the end of the week, and all you have to do in order to enter that giveaway is just comment on at least one video for the week, like at least one video for the week, and also be subscribed to my YouTube channel. If you do all of those things, then you get 1 ticket in the hat, but if you want multiple tickets, then just comment on multiple videos. So that's my video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you subscribe to my podcast Clips channel. That helps me out. The link will be down in the description. But I'm going to have to get out of here. And until next time, I'll see you guys later.